Hello, this is Tim Lancia, and I am doing my Sprint 7 YouTube individual update. So let's jump right into the demo. So, same old. Login works. We got a nice little password field now. So my thing that I did, mostly worked on this sprint, was the activities screen. It was previously linked, but it had no kind of styling, and it took me a long time to kind of work out how I wanted to style it and kind of pull in what we had formatted correctly, and I struggled for about 4 hours trying to get the pictures to work, but unfortunately could not get them because you can't require a variable, which makes me very mad. Anyways, see it once you click on one of these things, it brings down a drop down with all the list of instructions, and these are all pulled from our database. We can add them whenever we want, and we have a picker at the top, so you can select specific ones like hand and wrists, and it'll bring up a list of all these. So these are specifically hand and wrists, so wrist bends, side wrist bends, finger opposition, that sort of thing, and the same with arm and shoulders. That was kind of my main code contribution here. Anything else that I would like to show? I guess we now have a profile updater, so we can update these fields and then it'll update the profile. Rewards, we have this cool thing, doesn't really interact with the backend yet, that'll be happening next sprint. Leaderboard, we have a working leaderboard that's working with a test backend. We just need to connect it to our new backend, and our settings has a nice kind of look to it. We can check and uncheck a tutorial, break length, session length. We're still playing around with it. I think that's it for the demo. So let's look at that activity code that I worked on. It's here. I worked a lot in native base, which is the kind of component library we are using, and I ended up using this accordion. But I spent several hours trying to do my own list, which did not work. But I'm able to kind of edit a good chunk of it. Unfortunately, I could not do images. I even tried to require all of them, and to no luck. But that's basically it. Just the picker builds the array, kind of. And what's nice is it only calls the backend once, so it's only it pre-builds all those accordions. So it's only called once, and it'll just call those 3 different accordions. And that is it for my code. I mean, I did a couple code snippets here and there while I was merging a lot of the things. Did a couple little styling touches and that sort of thing. But for the most part, just the activities was kind of a pain in the butt to do, but I got it done. I think let's jump into the Team Gantt stuff. So, like I was saying, I kind of worked on the back end. Didn't really have time for the notifications too much, but I think we're about to give up on that just because it's kind of a pain, and I don't think there's not much support out there for it, and a lot of the packages for it what we've tried hasn't worked. So I think we're about to move on from that, unfortunately. But I worked on that activity screen. We did a lot of back-end work as well this sprint, and for the next sprint, we're going to finish cleaning up the UI, just oversweep, make sure everything looks nice and clean. Then we're going to have the leaderboard connected to the proper database, and it should all work perfectly fine. Settings make it actually connect to the points that we want it to, mainly the session, so like that length, have that default length, and that tutorial as well. Rewards to actually have that back-end interaction, the session, just a few more things we just need to fix up real quick, and then to pull from the back-end with the break-in post session. I believe that is it for this update. Thank you for watching.